Where could you be right now if you weren't so lazy? If you were not procrastinating so much? Tell me, comment, what is it that you're really seeking? I get it. You clicked on this video because you really should be studying right now, but you're feeling lazy again and you're hoping for the answers. So let me get straight to the point. This is the final episode in an incredible 5-part series we've done on motivation to study, helping you to become a remarkable student. And the scientifically 5 proven ways to overcome your laziness that I'm going to talk about are this. Number 1, be clear on what you want. Number 2, approach it with a cool and collected mind. Number 3, challenge yourself to do better every day. Number 4, create a sense of greater purpose and contribution. Number 5, build connections and powerful relationships. And the first of the 5 ways that you can conquer your laziness is choose excellence. The first step is a process that is often used in neuro-linguistic programming known as modeling excellence. To put it simply, this is the study of what works, what is excellent, and copying that. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. And who better than one of the wealthiest men in the world, a guy that you all probably know called Warren Buffett. Warren is a prolific investor and has built a net worth close to almost $90 billion. And naturally, this kind of wealth has given him plenty of admirers. So what is it that we can learn from him about overcoming laziness? And the answer is you need to be clear on what you're getting done every single day, but also within your lifetime, what matters and what doesn't. Warren uses a system that I like to call the 5-25 principle when it comes to setting these goals. I want you to write down on a piece of paper 25 life-changing and inspirational goals that you want to complete before you die. Things that if you could accomplish, you would really feel like you'd mastered your potential. Once you've done this, I want you to take a look at your list. Now your job gets more difficult. Choose from that list just 5 that you really want to complete above all others and circle them. Don't just listen, take action. And here comes the difficult bit. Everything that you don't circle but those 5, you cross out. That is now your focus for the rest of your life. Until you get them done, you don't do anything else. When inspiration comes from inside, it remains. And when inspiration comes from outside, it fades. And that's why I'm encouraging you not just to listen to my voice, but to take action based on your voice, on your inspiration. This narrowing of your focus is going to give you the kickstart that you need. Number 2 is a calm mind. The next method you can use is a mindful meditation practice, any that works for you. And I say this because it's not meditation alone, but the habit of meditating that builds the benefits. A 2012 study done by Italian neuroscientist G. Pagnoni found that meditation not only changes brain patterns, but it also confers advantages in mental focus that may improve your cognitive performance. And Pagnoni recruited 12 Zen meditators who'd been practicing for at least 3 years. He compared them with a control group of 12 volunteers who'd never meditated but were the same age and had the same education level as the meditators. He then put each of them into an MRI machine to measure how their brain patterns were moving and functioning. What did he find? Compared to the non-meditators, the meditators had more stability in what's known as the VPMC, a region of your brain that's thought to be linked to spontaneous thoughts and mind wandering. In every test that he did involving mental focus, the meditators who had a consistent habit of meditating outperformed the control group on the task. Number 3 is choice. Maybe you're not lazy, but you're lost. A man convinced against his will remains of the same opinion still. Did you choose to take on this work, this assignment, even if it was forced on you by your parents, your friends, your school, college, university? Did you take some time to make that choice your own? There is a concept known in the world of psychology called the locus of control. What we refer to when we talk about a locus of control in an individual is something that dictates not just your own laziness, but things like your attitude, your performance, and fulfillment from life. And what it refers to is an individual's belief system regarding the causes of his or her experiences, the factors that attribute to your success or failure. There are two main types of control: the external locus of control and an internal locus of control. And if we take an honest look at your focus and procrastination today, is it based on externalized factors or internalized factors? Which one has greater effect? Which one has greater importance? If a person has an internal locus of control, that person attributes their success to his or her own efforts and abilities. On the other hand, if you have an external locus of control, you're constantly looking out the window instead of in the mirror. You're attributing your success or your lack of it to luck, fate, and therefore it's less likely you're going to put the effort in. That's not to say that an internal locus of control is good and an external locus of control is bad. There are other variables that we have to consider. However, psychological research has found that people with an internal locus of control, they tend to be better off in life. Knowledge is only useful when it's applied. That's only when it becomes powerful. So what are the factors in your control? How can you focus more on your internal locus of control? And be honest with yourself. Where are you letting laziness creep in again? Where are you falling victim to your external locus of control? Number 4 is contribution. When you think of the jobs that people imagine as being the most meaningful, what do you think of? Fireman, nurse, midwife, neurosurgeon, teacher. These are all jobs that help other people in some way. There's a growing body of evidence that helping others is a key ingredient for life satisfaction. People who volunteer, for example, tend to be less depressed and healthier. A randomized study showing that performing a random act of kindness makes the individual giving even happier. And a global survey found that people who donate to charity are as satisfied with their lives as those who earn twice as much. So if you're feeling lazy, instead of trying to find ways to be more productive, find ways to be more of service. Growth in one area of your life translates to growth in other areas of your life. So give, make a difference. And the final one, and perhaps the most important one, are you happy? Seriously, are you happy? Are you connected with good people and building good relationships? None of us exist in isolation, and the most common regret of those who are dying is not maintaining good relationships with good people. You can't do epic things with basic people. Social connection is the greatest predictor of long-term happiness and the greatest long-term predictor of success. It's not that success makes you happy, it's the other way around. Being happy makes you more successful. I want you to take action on the videos that you've seen. I want you to apply this to your own life. And I want to end with the following quote: whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. Number 1, be clear on what you want. Number 2, approach it with a cool and collected mind. Number 3, challenge yourself to do better every day. Number 4, create a sense of greater purpose and contribution. Number 5, build connections and powerful relationships.